What is good, ladies and gents, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. First things first, I will keep saying it throughout the Christmas period. I do apologise that there's not been many uploads lately on the channel because I'm going to be 100% honest. I am doing an awful lot of hours at work now. It's Christmas period. This week I'm in 6 days a row, and then next week I'm in 6 days a row. So again, I do apologise. I'm trying to find time to do videos and there's not much of it. So you have to kind of take it in spades, really. Like it's really difficult because I love making videos. I love sitting here recording videos, whether it's gaming videos, whether it's this type of stuff where it's just me sitting in front of a camera and talking to you folks. I thoroughly enjoy waking up and going, right, let's do it, let's make a video. But I'm doing 40 hours this week at work. That means I don't have an awful lot of free time. I'm off on Sunday, but I'm actually quite busy for the Sunday. Basically, I'm going to my mate Henry's house. You've met Henry before. You've seen him on the Matchday vlog. It looks like I'm going to be moving in with Henry. It looks like that I'm going to be moving out of my grandparents' house and moving in with my good friend Henry, which is pretty damn awesome. You know, it's amazing. You know, we've already spoke about it already. Henry, if you are watching, love you to bits, mate. Thank you ever so much for, you know, even allowing me to, you know, talk about moving in with you, because I generally think it'll be amazing. I think it'll be amazing for me, kind of going solo wise, and, you know, going, do you know what, this is what I want to do, and I think it'll be better for me as well. So yeah, thank you ever so much, mate. But today we're here to talk about the Barclays Premier League, or the Premier League here in England, the football. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see by the title, should the Barclays Premier League be cancelled? Should we be cancelling the Premier League? It's very difficult to kind of go on about this. You know, I love my football. I fucking love it to bits. Like, it's one of my most favourite things to do is basically watch or play whenever I get the chance to. Whenever I'm not recording videos, if there's a game on, I'm going to watch it. It's just common sense. It's football. But should the Barclays Premier League and all professional football be cancelled throughout the rest of this Christmas period? In all honesty, yes. In my honest opinion, I think it should. Barrow did an absolute madness. My hometown club did an absolute madness up against Ipswich the other day, managing the other week to get a replay after drawing 0-0 against Ipswich, to then coming back home for the replay and slapping them 2-0. They could have won maybe 3 or 4-0. You know, what? And they're now off onto the third round of the FA Cup, who they will have Barnsley. But here's the thing. There's a lot of games that are being cancelled, not just in the Premier League, but within every single football league. Barrow's next couple of games, I believe one of them is Northampton Town, which is Saturday. That's been cancelled due to COVID. That there's there's Northampton players getting COVID, and there's too many of them, so they've had to postpone it. And I believe the game after that, it's been having to be postponed due to COVID outbreak in one of the squads, which I think that's against Crawley Town. This is absolutely... It's now coming to the point where this Omicron or this Omicron variant of COVID, it's truly out there. it is out there. I mean, throughout this entire pandemic, I, touch wood, thank the Lord, that I have not yet had COVID. And I don't want to have COVID. It's one of them ones where, I think I've been kind of blessed in that manner of sense. I think eventually I may get it, but I pray to God that I don't. I keep myself to myself. I barely go out, and all I do really is go to work and do a podcast every week, which all of us are double vaccinated. So, it's one of them ones where, should the football be cancelled, I believe that for the health and the safety of these football players, because not only has this Omicron variant been massively bad in every single way, there's been so many heart conditions within so many players over the last 7, 8, 9 months. Players collapsing on the pitch. Players having to be brought off because of having chest problems. Could this be due to having COVID or, having been vaccinated, then catching COVID and then going out? Who knows what the cause of it all is? But it's starting to get a bit suspicious. It's starting to get a little bit spooky. So now comes to the point where, do we cancel the football for maybe till the new year? I generally believe that we should. I generally do believe that every footballing league, although I think 2 years ago, however, I think it was 2 years ago, when we cancelled the football for, 6, 7, 8 months, the Premier League itself lost over 350 million for TV revenue, which is an awful lot of money. And the Barclays Premier League have stepped out, making a public announcement saying that they will not cancel the fixtures for the remaining of the Christmas period. All these clubs are going to have to play against each other. It's just so bad. But I think I can see it from their perspective that we've already done this. We can't afford to do it again. We just can't. But you have to think about the football clubs and the players at the end of the day. You've got to think about their safety, their well-being, because Brentford have 13 players that have COVID. There is other clubs that have a lot of players in their first team. A lot of teams have like 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe even more players that have been diagnosed with COVID. And most clubs now are struggling to find senior team players, and then most than likely are going to have to get youngsters from their academies or from their reserve teams to be brought into the teams. Manchester United have got a fair few cases. I think Chelsea had a few, but I think they're okay now. There's an awful lot of teams that have lately been getting breakouts and are still going through a mass breakout of COVID. And I think the time has now come where we need to just sort of go, I think we need to cancel football for the remaining of the Christmas period. Yes, we love football. Yes, it helps out with our mental health and we love to go and watch the football. But folks, we need to consider the well-being and the safety of these football players. And we can't keep expecting them to go out there and just not catch COVID. They're around 30 men at least, or 26 men within their squads, etc. And then they've got other members of the staff, like the coaching staff, etc., etc. And they're coming into contact with all these people to whom don't know may have COVID, and then you get it. It's come to the point where I think that we need to look at possibly cancelling football. And I think that it's going to be up to the fans again. I think that the fans of football, I think we need to step out. Although I don't want to cancel football, I don't think any football fan wants to cancel football. But at the same time, we've got to think of the safety and the well-being of these football players. Because at the end of the day, this Omicron virus, is it Omicron? This variant that has come out is one of the highest that they've ever seen, and it's rapidly climbing. Well, why don't you cancel football then and save your players, save these professional players' well-being, to prevent them from catching this variant of COVID, which it's not yet become deadly. Stop it from its source. Snuff it out. We had a big flame. It's going to need a bigger flame to snuff it out. And the best thing to probably do is to cancel the football and make sure that the players are well. Make sure the players are safe at the end of the day, because it's just one of them ones where, although we don't want to cancel football, it may have to be just that we will have to cancel football. But at the end of the day, it is up to the Premier League, League 1, League 2, Championship, everybody. It's up to the owners, etc., of these leagues, where we have to say to them, as fans, think about your pro players. Think about the men that are going out there every single day with training, every single week with games, where they have maybe 1, 2, possibly 3 games a week. We've got to think about their safety and their well-being. You know, it's awful, but I pray to the Lord above that every single man, also women, not sure how bad it is in the women's league with COVID, but it's especially bad within the men right now. And so all I say is all my prayers are with every single pro footballer that has been diagnosed with COVID. I wish you a rapid, speedy recovery, and that you're back at it, back on the pitch where you guys belong. So let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Should the Premier League and all professional football be cancelled for the rest of the Christmas period, to then be brought back in January and kind of have the Premier League last on just a little bit longer for the year? Because I generally do think that for the safety and the well-being of the players and the crew, the team, the clubs, I think they need to. And it's just one of them ones where we don't want to see it happen. We don't want it to happen, but it's mostly like they're going to have to happen for all the players' sake and the club's sake, to keep everybody well and safe and make sure that everybody's healthy and, you know, they're not catching this virus or this variant of this horrific COVID-19, which has been around for a while now, and now we are getting really sick and tired of it. And like, without a doubt, I work in retail, to those of you that did not know, and I can't stand wearing my mask. I can't stand it. It really rides up in my ears, and the masks, they dig into my ears, like they do my head. And then when you try to speak to people, the masks that I have, they do muffle your voice, and sometimes people can't hear you properly. It's awful. It's bad in every way. But yeah, it's just one of them ones. Like today, myself and the JBK podcast, we had probably our best ever episode and our most spectacular episode. We had our first ever guest with Jason Clark. Everyone is double vaccinated. None of us have any symptoms, so we did not need to do a COVID test. None of us are unwell. So should the Barclays Premier League and all professional football be cancelled until January? Please let me know what you thought. Please let me know of your thoughts of this down in the comments. Make sure you're all subscribed for more for more videos from me. I'm going to be trying to do more football related content, as I do enjoy just making content, really. And I love my football, so I'm going to try and do a bit more football related content. So thank you all ever so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe with notification bells on so you never miss an upload. Crush the like button if you have enjoyed what you've seen. Like I said, get down in the comments and give me your thoughts and opinions on this matter. Should football be cancelled until the new year? So yeah, thank you all ever so much. This is your boy Just Now. I'll see you next time. God bless, take care and stay safe.